Story time on how I caught my fiance spring breaking with a girl in Houston, and he's not even in college.
I just got back from Houston. That shit absolutely fried me, dog. Oh my goodness gracious, we gotta get into it. So let's first talk.
Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna give y'all the story time on why the fuck I'm in the hospital. Basically, I'm down here.
So now that it's over, I can finally tell my story of how I got scammed out of $20,000 this weekend at a Houston club.
I stopped by the NRG Stadium on the way home to get some gas. All of a sudden, a booger whoop with some Daisy Dukes walk up on my car. And I ain't gonna...
Story time about...
Family full of lawyers and doctors. Bitch, what you got? Never gave a... Okay, touch...
I had to suck a friend. So I'm gonna bring...
Spring break in Houston, Texas did not disappoint. Things got messy real quick, and I'm spilling everything in today's story time. If you haven't already, please show some love by liking and subscribing to the channel. It means the world. Now let's get into it. Enjoy.
Story time about...
Family full of lawyers and doctors. Bitch, what you got? Never gave a... Okay, touch...
I had to suck a friend. So I'm gonna bring it to the day of the incident. That day was full of events. You know what I'm saying? She kind of had an attitude that morning because some influencer that messed with Nadia, he like stood her up the previous night. So that day she already had an attitude. She didn't want to come with us to get anything. She was like, I'm finna go here with my friends. Y'all can go do that, da, da, da. Just throwing plans off. So we getting ready for that night or whatever. And we all look good. We all look good. We were having fun. I get in the car because one of the girls, Stevie Yon, she kept driving every night. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna drive. Girl, y'all get lit. So I made it clear when I touched in the driver's seat. I said, no one tell me how to drive because that's annoying. Don't want nobody in my ear. Make that clear. We got there to the event we were supposed to go to, and it ended up not having nobody there, right? To backtrack, we were supposed to go to some event, but they had an influencer event. And I wanted to go, Jamie wanted to go, so we asked the girl, did she want to go? She was like, no. The dude, Nadia's ex, y'all figure it out, he called her and was like, where are you going tonight? He was like, I'm going here. And she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go too. You was just saying you didn't want to go. I'm peeping stuff. I'm like, okay, all right. A parking lot. Parked, and they had some dudes in the BMW. They rolled down the window. Kyla's like, oh, where y'all going? Y'all gonna get this in for free? Y'all gonna get this a section? Y'all gonna do this and that? And they going to this guy. So they like, follow him. I'm like, I'm not finna be racing, but I'll put the GPS in. I'm not gonna be racing with no dude. The dude had a BMW. I'm not doing that. We're getting there, and they bust the right at a gas station. Too fast for me to see. Kept going straight. You have arrived. We just need a park. Clearly, that's what they did. She's telling me, take a U-turn. I'm already checking to see because there's 2 lanes going this way. Those other 2 lanes over here are clearly going this way. So I'm just peeping. I'm like, I didn't think I could do that. I'm trying to figure out with myself. And she's, take a U-turn, Ciara, take a U-turn. I said, Kyla, let me drive how I want to drive. She got an attitude with me. She got smart. And I got smart back. Kept provoking me. And that's when it got to Ciara, Kyla. And then that's when we started arguing, y'all. I told her be quiet because she got smart with me. Boom. It was, that's why you got raped. That's why, literally, this is my friend, y'all. That's why you got raped. That's why you're not going to be anything. That's why you're stupid. That's why you're dumb. What do you have? I have a family full of lawyers and doctors. What do you have? Happened after the video, some streamers came up to the car.
You're weird. Put that dick in her mouth so she
I got you, come on.
Keep that bitch out. Pull that bitch out and put it in her mouth. She needed her throat so she could shut up.
She needed it in her throat?
She gay. She mad 'cause I told her to do it.
All right, come on, we gotta go though. Y'all holding up traffic. Y'all come on.
So after the streamers was recording us, we was just arguing down, y'all. Like, it was bad. The girls was like, y'all need to stop arguing. Like, I'm over here on my foot on break. I'm arguing with the girl. I'm like, girl, you a bop, she over here saying, you broke, you never gonna make it. How my family is this, my family is that. Your mama stay in the trenches. Like I said, she said that's why I got raped. She said that's why you're insecure, and that's why you got lip fillers, which you can't even really tell. She was saying so much, guys. I'll even insert the arguments. You got fucked. Niggas hit you up and you put that pussy on because you a weak bitch.
Name one.
You a weak bitch.
Name one.
Nigga, you drop pussy
Name
off like
one.
DoorDash, bitch. You're weak as fuck.
One.
What the fuck can last night, bitch? That pussy, bitch.
Right. The
Pop
thing
that
is,
pussy.
God know my heart. Look,
I know your heart, but you be fucking every nigga. Please.
she don't even know me.
But you be fucking every nigga, please. We on the interstate arguing. She keeps recording me, guys. I smacked the phone. I said, put it down. You assaulting me. She's assaulting me. She literally called 911. I'm getting assaulted. Mind you, they're like, hang up the phone. Why are you calling the police? Like, you're losing your mind. We're all underage. We're all drinking, and you got weed in your car, baby. Up the phone with the cops. She's like, that's all you have to offer is hand. That's Kyla, because you know what I would do to you. Stop playing with me. Stop poking at me. So I had no choice but to spaz. I tried so hard with the girl. She kept recording me. I hit it again. She kept recording me. I hit it again. She kept recording me. I hit it again. I didn't even touch her. She didn't touch me. I'm getting assaulted. Stop. She's hitting me. She snatches Jamie's phone because Jamie starts recording. That's where all the clips are from. Give me that back. Don't touch her phone. And then my friend's like, Kyla, you know what I would do to you. You please, do that to you. You're my friend. You was my friend. Don't want to do it to you. They ended up parking because they got so bad. We over here making beats like, she's a pop. She's a pop. Well, I'm making a beat. I'm like, she's a pop. She's a pop. She's a pop. She's a pop. She's some dick. She's some dick. She's some dick. And I rolled down the one. I was like, hey, y'all, like, give her some dick. She's thirsty. She wants some dick. Feed her. I don't know. She ends up keep recording me. This time I snatched the phone. She goes insane. She goes wild, guys. She kicks everybody. Here's all the bruises and everything. She makes a mess in the car. She damages the rental car. She kicks us with her heels. They're taking hits for me because she's in the back kicking towards me. That's when I'm taking pictures with her phone. I'm like, I put my shades on so I can't see y'all. Like, I'm over here posing with her phone, y'all. And her mama called. I say, you need to get your daughter. And she ends up getting close to my face. And you just kicked me. Because I ain't know. Like, I didn't want to do that to Kyla. After that, she goes crazy. And no, it wasn't a 3v1 type situation. Somebody triple teamed her. They didn't even take my side in the moment. They was on, y'all need to stop side. That's what happened. She got punched. After that, she got out the car. She smashed bottles. Her mama, I guess, wanted her to take her own way. She already brought her own car, y'all. That'll answer y'all question. She bought her own car. That worked out for her. Her mama wanted her to drive to the trip anyways. And I rode with her to the trip because I didn't want her to go by herself, drive by herself. And yeah, it worked out for her.
Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna give y'all the story time on why the fuck I'm in the hospital. Basically, I'm down here with my homegirl and her cousins, right? Never met them. But to sum it up, we went to a club last night called The Address. I got invited out. I brought them with me. We're having a good time. It's vibes. We turned right. I get spiked. My drink gets spiked off of 2 shots, right? So, I'm fucked up. I don't even remember anything of me in the club anymore. I just remember at one point I was throwing up overly bad. So, I guess while we're leaving the club, me and my homegirl cousin, what's her name? Her name Pumpkin, but she go by Pump. She from Mississippi, right? So me and her get into it because I don't really recall, but it was just so much going on. Like, I feel like everybody was just getting like just against me and shit. Like, everybody yelling at me about this and this and that. Mind you, I'm fucked up, y'all. It's not a drunk fucked up. This is somebody put something in my drink fucked up. I don't know what's going on. So me and her popping it. Well, she's saying her shit. I'm saying my shit too. So eventually I end up calling her a bitch because you are. So y'all, I kid you not, that bitch turned on like, think, that hurt. So y'all, I'm in the front seat. I could tell this bitch about to fight me and shit. So I'm like, bro, just wait till I sober up. Da. She not going. But the other girls that are my homegirl cousins, they were trying to avoid the fight. They kept trying to grab her and shit. But y'all, when I say the bitch is built like Debo, you need a grown ass man to hold that bitch back. Dead ass. Don't matter how many it was of us. So fast forward, y'all, she make it to the front door. She opened the door. One of the cousins decided she wanna grab my neck, pull me backwards, so we don't fight. So I don't remember anything about the fight other than me getting hit right here. And I just remember she kept just trying to hit my face. That's it. Sure. I'm here. My folks is the one that really convinced me to come get checked out. Cause I just been telling them like, y'all, my head hurts. I'm in pain. Like, the light's bright. Like, we all think I got a concussion, but they telling me not to go to sleep on it because, night. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go get. Okay, so it's the next day. I did get released from the hospital. But to sum this all up, y'all, I got my drink spiked. I got my ass beat. And I lost my car keys that I had to come out $500 for. I did not have a good trip like I was supposed to, all because I was around some females I don't need to be around. My face is beat up. My body is beat up. It hurts. I still feel sick as shit from the liquor. But what I did learn from this, y'all, do not, and I mean do not, even if it's your homegirl, cousin, friend, or anything, do not go out with folks that you don't know, especially if you don't know how they act off liquor too. Because that girl, y'all, it was something about her. I could never just even really just lock in with her. Like, back in my mind, it kept telling me, just watch out for her. And if you know me, I get along with people easily. I'm a free-spirited, kind girl. Like, very genuine. But when my spirit tells me to watch this girl or not really to kick it with her, I should have known right then and there, like, it was gonna lead up to something like this. So I learned my lesson, y'all. I'm not going out no more. I'm traumatized. I don't want to touch no bottle. I just want to rest.
Anyways, I had a fucking ball in Houston, like absolutely no fucking complaints for one little one. Encore, a lit ass fucking club, not gonna lie. We went there 2 days in a row, on the first day and the second day. The second day, busting. First day, on the first day, they had the long ass fucking line of people. I'm talking about everybody was outside that bitch. We finally got in there, it was nobody in there. So y'all just got all these people standing outside and y'all not even letting nobody in for real. I'm talking about all the section is empty, and then in the inside, it was really nobody in the inside. Well, people was all in the inside for real. But it was still, like, not a lot of fucking people. So it was just like, what the fuck y'all got all these people standing outside for and ain't nobody in that bitch? So it was coming to my knowledge that y'all just be having all these people standing outside so that y'all can get y'all video. Like, yeah, this club busted, and post it on Instagram to make it like it's busting when y'all really not letting nobody in. Y'all just do that shit for the video, but it is what it is, whatever. The security guard, he be angry as hell for no reason. The second day, he really blew the fuck up out of me. We already in the front of the line. Like, literally, the front of the line for to go in. He's talking about some 150 at my door. If you're not giving 150, then you gotta get the fuck up out of my line. Bitch, the nigga right there just paid for our shit. Because we're in his section. So, bitch, he just paid you. What the fuck is he paying you again for? That's little scamming shit they be doing. No, bitch, no. He literally had the wristbands in his hand. He had a stack full of fucking wristbands in his hand. And this nigga at the door still talking about some 150. Get the fuck on. And his ass was musty as hell. No shade. You loving your job a little too hard, baby. Calm down. Anyways, got in there and was with the shit poppers. I ain't paid for shit. I had a ball. I was drunk as hell. Taffy baby looked good as fuck. She was performing this shit. Go ahead, queen. And what's his name? YTB Fat? Yeah, because I think it was his pool party. Yeah, he was up there performing shit. It was buzzing. I was with the shit pops. In their section. I went to Playground. Buzzing. Was in a section. Chicago people, of course. Paid for all of us to get in. And that bitch was buzzing. I was drunk as hell doing hookah. Then they start fighting that bitch. They be like, damn, us Chicago people, we just standing there looking at their asshole and our phones like, damn, they throwing them bitches over there. But yeah, it was buzzing. It was Playground. Day 3, I went to this little YouTuber party. It started fucking raining hard as hell. I didn't really know none of the YouTubers because I don't watch YouTube. No shade. So I was just walking around just talking to people. In my bathing suit, I look good as fuck. Deshae was there. Nobody really gave a fuck about Deshae. No shade. Like, his security was like yelling. Security pushing the fuck up out of us shit. We all just standing around like looking at. It was DTB, Damn Everybody for Betty shit. He performing shit. We just standing there. I'm taking a little cute video, whatever. His security go, move. Get out of the way. It's Deshae right. This Deshae. Everybody turned around, look like. And then we all turned the fuck back around. Don't nobody get no fuck. Like, nobody get no fuck. Pushing motherfuckers and shit, like, move. No shade. Y'all, Dome. I wanted to spend the night in Dome. Dome has to be the best club I've ever went to in my entire fucking life. They got their 10s for me. I'm not gonna lie. Went to Dome on Sunday. Oh my grandma. I damn near cried, G. I had so much fun. I was in a section. We was in these niggas. I did not know these niggas. Me and my girls was just the only one in their section. Bitch, it was like 6 bottles of 1942, 3 bottles of Don, and whatever liquor is in that blue and white, I don't know what that is, but it was at the table. And then the niggas across the section from me, he said, come here. And then I went over there and he gave me a big ass bottle of Don. He said, yeah, he got a bottle for you and your girl. You look good to see. I just want to give you this bottle. You fine? Like, that's all. Shit, Papas! I'm going through Houston postpartum depression. Like, I had so much fun in the Dome. I was shaking ass on everybody's head. I think I threw somebody on the ground and was twerking on their motherfucking head. I was watching people's stories. I'm on so many people's stories from 15 different angles. I was taking shots every 3 seconds. I was over with, y'all. After Dome, that's when I passed out, y'all. I literally passed out and I was throwing up all type of shit. I woke up the next day like, what the fuck? They had to carry me in the house, all type of shit. Then the rental car got stolen. That was insane. And the crazy part about that, those were the only 2 things I was scared about. Going to Dome and a rental car getting stolen because I saw everybody saying that on TikTok and whatnot. But I actually got in Dome and it was busting. I was scared to go to Dome. People talk about they be scamming and all type of shit, but I got in there, bitch, and I was having fun. The security at Dome irritating as hell too. She kept yelling at us like, girl, we just paid you the $100 to get in. Can you chill? We just standing right here waiting on our friend. Get in the building. Like, they just be... And I'm from Chicago, so but I didn't do that because I wanted to go in Dome. But, you know, watch your mouth. But Dome is the best club it's just ever. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, I'll be sitting here staring at these pictures with a slight grin. I love Dome. G, I really wanted to spend a night in there. G, I would have slept on the section couch. That bitch was just buzzing. Like, all the confetti coming out. The little... When they bring the bottles out, I'm like, Granny. I'm finna cry. I had so much fun though. Oh my God. Dome got their 10s. Oh, I love that club. I have to go back. Houston, 10-10. I will be back. I'm moving there.
So now that it's over, I can finally tell my story of how I got scammed out of $20,000 this weekend at a Houston club. Just give me 1 second. I got all the proof. So we booked a section for like Saturday, and they were like, it's $4,000 for the section, and it comes with 2 bottles. It's $4,000 for the section, and it comes with 2 bottles. So we were like, cool, we'll get the 2 bottles, and we got like the 2 bottles of Don Julio. And her name was, I think, like Alicia or something. So we texted Alicia. We was like, hey, we gonna send it through Zelle. And I like to pay for my shit up front because I like to stunt and I just like to walk in the club. So when we get out of our black truck, me and my homegirls, we just gonna pop out and walk straight into the club. And then our little photographers could take the shots or whatever, you know, pictures and whatnot. So once we get to the club, they're talking about they have no booking for us. So I'm like, what do you mean there's no booking for us? We got the $4,000 section, blase, blase. You know what? Let me just pay it because I know the girl. So she would just send it back because we just talked to her before we pulled up. So she would just send the money back. She said, oh, my bad. You know, I'm thinking that's what she would do. And she would just send the money back. Did she send the money back? So we get to the door and we're like, I'm showing them my text messages on my phone and my deposit and all that type of stuff. And they were like, well, Alicia quit yesterday. I was like, I've been talking to her today. We already just texted her and told her we're on the way. And she was like, cool. And I said that. I showed them that. And they were like, well, she stopped working yesterday. So they say, the only thing we could do is try to get you another section and you're going to have to pay an additional $4,000. I paid it. I didn't want to fight with those people at the door. I didn't want to make us look like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to make us look crazy. It's a group of us. We just got out of the black truck. The paparazzi guy we booked, he just started taking pictures and it's looking like a moment. And now you're telling me that in this moment, I don't have a section that I paid $4,000 for, and I need to pay another $4,000. I was like, cool. So I paid the other $4,000 because I know we would try to get that stuff back from the manager or whatnot. And I have all the receipts. So we get in the club, an hour and 30 minutes go by. They're telling us that our time is up, and they sold the section again. Stay tuned for part 2. And you're absolutely correct. We're spending $8,000 for the first part of the night. They say you have to pay to play. It's Houston, so it's okay. I know everybody's not going to get it. And those who get it, get it. Those who don't, hey, just move along. It's not for you. But, however, part 2. So I'm going to try to make it quick, sum it up real fast. We get in the club. I already paid the DJ $1,500 to shout us out as we walking through. It's like promo. So, hey, just, you know what I'm saying? Keep us in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Keep us in the airwave. As we get to our section, we sit down through the night. We have a great time. They bring us like maybe 20 wings to accommodate for what happened earlier with Alicia. And I was like, you know what? That's not bad, because these are lemon pepper and they were really, really good. And I had a great time in the club. And I mean, you know, it was nothing but $4,000. So I would probably have to dispute it with my bank and get everything back, and I would be fine, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But however, okay, so after that, they were like, it was like maybe an hour, hour and a half, and they were like, hey, we're about to break down and do the second part of our venue for the night, and you're gonna have to pay for the after hours section. And I was like, well, how much is the after hours section? They were like, well, somebody already booked. This is what they said. I don't know if it's true or not, but they said somebody already booked, but you can bump them for additional $7,000. So I was like, you know what? We having a good time. The wings are good. We got bottles. And he said, look, I would put a no bumper on your section if you like purchase more bottles. And I was like, well, the bottles ain't nothing but like $400. So I was like, cool, we'll purchase like 3 more bottles and we'll just, you know, we'll stay here and chill. And I mean, after that, we had a great night. Now, if you made it this far in the story, you're as dumb as everybody who's commenting how stupid I am. I am from Houston, Texas, and before I spend $4,000 and get scammed out of a section, I will make a fake page on Instagram and sell sections to a club and scam you. And you will never know who the fuck I was. So, hey, y'all enjoy y'all week, and I hope y'all like the story.
Hey, y'all. I'm doing a story time on who the fuck did I hang out with for a spring break chat. Like, these girls were the weirdest parents I ever been around in history. Like, it was so much. Like, they were like, girl, y'all, like, y'all would have been like, what the actual freak? Like, it was so bad. Me and my best friend had fun, but it was just like, it was something up with them every 5 freaking seconds. Chat. Like, let me tell y'all the first incident. I'll be back. First incident, y'all. The girls, okay, we living from Area 29. We was only with 3 girls, right? Okay, we're gonna call one had like black hair, so we're gonna call her Emo. We're gonna call her Emo. One had blue hair, we're gonna call her Blueberry. And one had like, we're gonna call her Bunquisha. So that's what she fucking looked like, Bunquisha. So Blueberry, Bunquisha, and Emo were from Dallas, right? Mind you, I don't have no history with talking to Dallas females. Like, my roommate is my roommate and like one of my friends are the only Dallas females that I know. Like, and they cool. Like, I love them down, but what the hell? Like, some like Dallas females, y'all gotta get it together. Y'all gotta stick together because y'all don't know how to be motherfucking friends. Clearly, like, how did y'all come down to Houston, Texas? Damn near 4 hours away from y'all homes and arguing with each other. Like, y'all gotta do better for real. So we get in the car with them and we're like, hey y'all, like, I don't know these females, but my best friend, she knew Blueberry. So Blueberry like, hey y'all, I'm like, I'm drunk as hell already in the back of the car. I'm like, I don't know them, but I'm trying to get to know them while I'm drunk. Mind you, I had like, I was overly loaded. Like, I ain't even tell y'all like, hey, cause I don't need nobody judging me. But I was already overly loaded. So I'm like, hey, what's everybody's name? Blueberry like, hey, I'm Blueberry. Emo like, hey, I'm Emo. And like, what's her name? Bunquisha, she was like, hey. So we cool, we chill in the car, drinking they had done. And then we go to that gas station that was packed by D&D and Bad Habits. So we like, okay, everybody out. Like, motherfuckers is crashing their cars. Like, y'all should have been there. If you wasn't there, missed out. Motherfuckers is crashing their cars, doing donuts in the middle of the street. Motherfuckers is running their trucks into the tree. Like, y'all, it was crazy, like, for real. The dudes, like, I'm trying to figure out what was the point of dudes, like, y'all all, like, every nigga outside was literally clutching their gun, like, who, like, I'm trying to figure out what was the whole point of the clutching the guns to the dudes that was outside. Like, it was weird, but, like, nothing happened, so I'm actually happy, but, like, it was weird. Like, it just gave unsafe environment. So keep y'all guns at home. Like, y'all clearly didn't do nothing with y'all guns, so y'all drive out on, right? Okay. So we at the gas station, everybody taking the shots. Like, the girls was weird, like, it was something off. Like, all they was worried about was niggas, and, like, all they was worried about was, like, what can a nigga do for them? Like, let me say, Emo, she was like, every nigga she was talking to, she was like, asking them for money. Like, y'all coming down here to Houston, these niggas is sassy as fuck. Like, these niggas not doing shit. Y'all gotta find niggas that's from out of town, preferably Florida, Louisiana, St. Louis. Like, them the type of niggas that's gonna spend that money and have a good time with you, like, for real. Like, and she was just like asking them for money and shit. Like, that shit was throwing me off, because, like, I never been outside with girls that had to ask for a nigga to do anything. Like, they was doing that shit off real because they was with bad bitches, like, hang with bad bitches, for real. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, it just gave, like, use her, bro. Like, and then Bonquisha, all she was doing the whole trip was complaining, trying to argue with the other girls from Dallas. Like, I'm like, what the actual fuck? Like, mind y'all, I know nothing about Dallas females, but from that one night, I learned that they don't have no type of loyalty. Like, no loyalty aligns in Dallas. I wouldn't say every Dallas females, because I don't know all Dallas females, but the ones I were with had no loyalty to each other. Like, they were weird. Like, everybody was weird. It was like two of them that was really cool and chill and laid back, and, like, they gave the real bitches. But it was like, the other ones, like, we was with them all night, right? So when one would get out the car, the other one would be like, "Ooh, I just don't like her. Like, she just do some freaking much. That bitch messy." Like, it was just a whole bunch of weird vibes. And, like, the girl, Bonquisha, she wanted me to agree with her. Like, I'm not agreeing with none of that. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, because y'all in a different city and y'all talking about each other. Come back for part 2 to listen to what the Bonquisha did to these girls, y'all. Come back.
Bro, I just got back from Houston with my cousins, and I just have to talk about this because I did not know that all of that was going to happen in Houston. I didn't know that y'all was doing spring break in Houston. But before I even get to that, I just want to say me and my cousins are from Texas. I don't live in Texas no more, but we're from Texas, so we've been knowing about the rodeo. I've been wanting to go to the rodeo for years, and that is the main thing I went for. Now, after I bought my plane ticket, that's when I started to see all of this spring break stuff pop up. And I'm not spring break age anymore, I guess. I'm 23, so I'm not really too concerned with the spring break stuff. But of course, we did want to go out as well because everybody talks about, like, Houston nightlife. But I just did not know that all of this spring break stuff was going on. Now, I go out a lot in my own city, okay? And my city also be having, like, them little, like, spring break lineup things. I have never purchased one of those packages in my damn life. Do not purchase them damn packages. It don't matter what city you're in. Do not purchase the package. Do not purchase the package, okay? So I already knew, like, no, we're not about to get that. That's going to be a waste of money. You're not going to have a good time. Okay, cool. So the one thing that we actually did do outside was we went to this event called Meet Me Upstairs at Reset. That's more of my speed. Like, events where there's a DJ, a set list, stuff like that, like, that's the type of stuff that I normally do, and I know that I'll always have a good time because the crowd is probably going to be a little bit older. Like, there's going to be a mix, but for the most part, everyone is not going to be college age. They're going to be older than college age, and surely enough, that was true, and we had a good time, and we were safe, okay? Now, after that, we did not really get into anywhere else because of this spring break stuff. Everybody wanted to be in the same places. They charging you $100 to $200 at the door. Crazy. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. So we tried to go out again on Sunday, but we didn't have set events or anything to go to. We were just going to try and hit up, like, a couple spots that we had heard about, and not through the spring break stuff or nothing, just, you know, some spots that people had put us on to, and unfortunately they were closed. So then we're like, okay, let's just go to the downtown area, see what's going on over there. The one spot that we were close to in downtown was the Dome. We get to buy the Dome. The line is absolutely insane. And mind you, it's freezing outside, and they're also charging an arm and a leg at the door. I have never, ever, ever in my life paid more than $30 to get into anywhere. And for the most part, I don't even be paying that much. Once they get to talking about more than 20, I'm like, who gonna pay more than 20? Who? Not me. So that's why, like, when y'all are coming on here talking about, oh, they scammed me out of $150, they scammed me out of $500, why did you give them that much money to get into a club or a bar where people are just standing around? Like, I do not understand that. But yeah, I really just didn't understand why everybody was so willing to pay so much to get into these spots. Like, what was going on in there? Like, this is a genuine question. What were they doing in there for y'all to want to spend 100+ just to get inside? Then you got to pay for drinks. Then you got to pay for parking or your Uber. Like, what was going on in these events, y'all? Please tell me. Please tell me. And I'm not being funny. I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely want to know. But overall, I think that me and my cousins had an okay time in Houston. I will say, like, I love where I live. I think that where I live is super fun. So I feel like we would have had a better time in my city, to be honest, because I also would have known where to go. But yeah, it was a cool time. I just thought that the whole, like, waiting outside for over an hour and then also paying an arm and a leg and then people just standing around, I just thought it was crazy.
Sorry, y'all. I've been dead to the world, but I'm back. Story time. Not only did they delay it 2 times, they ended up delaying it 5 times. And they kept delaying it 30 minutes later. They ended up delaying it to 4:30. And then they had canceled. First they said it was weather issues. Then they said they didn't have a crew. Then they said they officially had to cancel because they had no crew for my flight. So then everybody trying to hurry up and book on the app. My friend ended up typing in faster and books the next Charlotte flight. That shit booked out so quick, I didn't get one. So the lady put me on standby, y'all. So I was on standby for that, and then they booked me once in Raleigh. Mind you, my friend's car was in Charlotte. We rode together. So I was gonna have to fly to Raleigh. Okay. We leave that terminal to go to the new terminal for the Charlotte one because I'm still on standby, so I'm gonna go just in case. Get down there, and the lady's like, well, this is a full flight, and your flight that you got for Raleigh just got canceled. Okay, my bad. So, yeah, we get to that terminal. She says, well, you can wait around, but everybody has to be on the plane first before we find out if we can sit you or not. And she said, I hate to tell you, the one you got for Raleigh just got delayed to 10 o'clock. So my friend about to leave, and I'm about to sit until 10. Oh, babe. I'll never fly United again. Never. So then, everybody gets on. She was like, but you are number 9 on the wait list for the standby seats. So she called the first 2. Then she called another man. Then another man. But that won't 9 people, but she called. Then she said to Maya Morrison. I said, ooh, that's me. Please, that's me. And this dude told me something. I thought you said she was 9. I'm 8. Why is she going before me? I said, I'm ready. I'm here. She gave my ticket. I just walked fast as fuck and got on the plane, y'all. Y'all, it was awful. Worst day of my life. I'm tired. I won't be flying nowhere no time soon. If we can't have a road trip, I'm not going.
Someone stood her up, and instead of sitting that out, she came anyway and brought all that energy with her. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you definitely can't be a good friend when you're already in your feelings about somebody else. She was a ticking clock before they even got in the car. Then the car thing. Sierra said one thing before they pulled off. Don't tell me how to drive. That's it. One boundary. And it got ignored. Which tells you that some people hear your boundaries and file them under, we'll see. That's not your person. The moment Kyla said, that's why you got raped, that told you everything about what she actually thought of Sierra the whole time. That's not something that slips out. That's something that was sitting there, loaded, waiting for the right moment of anger to use as a weapon. You don't say that to someone you love. That came from somewhere dark. The 911 call while everyone's underage and there's weed in the car, that's a level of, I don't care if we all go down as long as you go down too. That's not a friend. That's an enemy wearing a friend's face. The moment someone starts comparing their family's money or status to yours mid-argument, they've already shown you how they see you, not as an equal. as someone beneath them they've been tolerating. The whole night was a slow reveal of who somebody really was. Like you could just see it on her face. She wasn't just telling a story, she was still processing it in real time. Still swollen, still shaken, sitting in a hospital bed just trying to make sense of what happened. The biggest thing that stuck with me was how she said her gut was already telling her something was off about that girl before any of this even jumped off. Like her spirit kept whispering, "Watch her," and she pushed it down anyway because, it's your homegirl's people. You try to be cool. You don't want to be the difficult one. And that right there is a trap so many of us fall into. We override our own instincts trying to be easygoing and then end up in a situation like this. And the drink spiking part scared me, honestly, because she said it only took 2 shots for her to be completely gone. She wasn't just drunk, she knew the difference. Couldn't remember being in the club, throwing up uncontrollably, didn't even have full memory of the fight. That's terrifying. And the scary part is, it happened in a place she was invited to, around people who were supposed to be in her circle, not strangers in a random bar. The vulnerable you are when something like that happens and the people around you aren't really your people. Like there was nobody there who genuinely had her back in the way she needed. The cousins were trying, but they didn't really know her either. And then losing her keys, the $500, her face messed up, body hurting, the whole trip just crumbled. All of it traced back to one decision: going out with people she hadn't vetted. Don't go out with strangers. It's deeper. It's that proximity to someone you trust does not automatically make their people safe. Your homegirl's cousin is still a stranger to you. Treat them like one until they've shown you otherwise. I have not seen a single good video about Houston spring break so far. Houston is not a spring break spot. And second, always listen to your intuition. Never ignore a warning. Side note, never trust anyone named Pumpkin. I hope she feel better, and I'm so glad she's safe. Haters are sneaky. I don't trust no one she's beautiful. People are immediate by beauty and spirit. I'm sorry this happened to her honestly, because I've been through this too. She's younger than me, but let's turn up. I promise she's going to have fun the right way. This is the perfect time to seek God. Ask for his guidance, you shall receive it. Also, forgive them all because it's enough to go through it once. Don't make yourself relive it every day. God loves you and is able to turn this all around. I pray for your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, this story with this guy being scammed for $20,000 is crazy. Like, I genuinely did not see it coming, and I was fully invested in being like, girl, what are you doing the whole time? But here's what I actually took away from this. The whole thing is a masterclass in how social pressure makes you do financially insane things in real time. She paid a second $4,000, not because she wanted to, but because the cameras were rolling, the girls were dressed up, the truck looked good pulling up, and she could not let the vibe die in front of everyone. The moment became more expensive than the section itself. That's a real thing that happens to people constantly, just usually not that dramatically. There's also something really honest buried in there about how "I'll just dispute it" becomes a justification to keep spending. Like once she mentally wrote off the first $4,000, she just
POV story time on being stuck in Houston 2026.
I'm really stuck in Houston. And it's just crazy because it's like I really met me some nice cousins out here, y'all. Like, story time. I originally was supposed to fly out of Texas back to Atlanta on Monday. I went to the airport, got through TSA, no problem. We sitting at the gate. They tell us our flight had been canceled. Cool. So everybody that was getting on that particular flight ended up they lost their mind. I ain't gonna hold you that. Everybody was losing their mind, which rightfully so. We've been here for how long? Some of the people were saying that their flights were changed or canceled 3 days ago. So a lot of people have been in the airport 3 days prior to when I made it to the airport, right? First flight was delayed, then it got canceled. Second flight got delayed, then it got canceled. So now I am on my third flight. Hopefully, fingers crossed that this last flight stick. They have me flying all the way to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix, I have to fly to Atlanta. Is that something I want to do? No. But do I want to make it home? Yes. So I'm chancing it. When I say I hope and pray that my flight does not get canceled, y'all. But I met some really nice cousins here. It has been nothing but great hospitality. Like, even with me being like by myself and stuff like that, I straight met some dope people to where everybody going through the same thing. So we all just kind of like leaning on each other for support. I've never seen no stuff like this, y'all. I done seen the girls rent U-Hauls and straight take the U-Hauls to Atlanta. Y'all left me out, y'all, because I would have definitely hopped in the back of y'all U-Haul and made it there. Oh, my God. But, y'all, I was supposed to leave Monday. Here we are, Tuesday. I have to spend the night at the hotel. My flight don't leave until Wednesday. Hope and pray that the flight actually leaves Wednesday. It's just too much. Too much. Houston, y'all ain't got to worry about me no more. Shit, not for a long time. Because, or around this time where y'all got spring break or whatever the case may be. And I couldn't imagine getting stuck out here. And I'm reading all these TikToks where everybody went to these clubs and got scammed out of their hard-earned money. Like, I'd have been living on top of that. On top of flights getting canceled. The airport looked like shelter zone. They start pulling out little cot beds and all of that for people to be able to lay on, because our flights are canceled for days. Most people can't afford hotel rooms. Most people just don't got nobody out here whose house they can go to. So they are literally sleeping in the airport. TSA lines longer than Kings Highway in St. Louis, baby. If you know Kings Highway, then you know. Long, runs long. I don't know. But one thing that I can say is I'm grateful and I'm thankful to be alive and be able to have to like go through stuff like this to get through stuff like this. It's so easy to be frustrated. It's so easy to break down. But when I tell y'all, I have been so calm because I really have been blessed. I really have ran into a lot of nice people. So many compliments in the airport. So many like genuine conversations out of nowhere in the airport. Everybody literally leaning on each other for support. So I hope everybody make it home, make it out of this situation. It's crazy right now, but we got this, y'all. It's gonna be over. I gotta miss work. I don't even know what to do. Like, imagine having to come out of money and you missing money. Like, it's just a lot. But fingers crossed, cousins. I hope I'm going home. Please, this feel like a prison sentence at this point. Like, I'm just ready to go home.
Y'all, story time on my experience in Houston for spring break. Week 2, y'all. Week 2. Okay, y'all. So I'm eating right now, but I'm gonna make this quick. So week 1 it wasn't as good as week 2 because week 1 weather was bad and some of the clubs were getting shut down. So week 2 came in, everybody started getting here. I got here Thursday, March 12th, and the first club I went to was Sakai. And y'all, I had the all access pass, as y'all can see, so I got in the club. I'm not gonna say everybody with the all access pass get in. Whoever, like, it's really first come, first serve. And mind y'all, I don't know about like the sizes of the clubs in Atlanta versus Houston, but the clubs here, their building is so small, and for the event that they was hosting, the little spring break thing, they didn't have room for all these people. So when I got into the club, y'all, immediately it was bumping. They was playing good music. They had a pool in Sakai. I think in Sakai and Encore they got a pool. And I was walking around. They also got an inside area and then the pool area. Like, it's like 2 different areas, but I was in both. And it was real fun. It was real nice. A girl bought me a drink. She bought a bottle. We had a bottle. And I just had fun. First night, 10 out of 10. I definitely had fun. Enjoyed myself, got home back safely, had food, took videos, and I'm gonna show y'all clips in the next post of everything that's been going on down here. Okay, so I'm looking at my itinerary. So second day, basically my itinerary was go to brunch, go to jump bowling, and then go to another club. I wanted to go to Seaside, but we ended up going to Encore because they all had, like I said, I had access to everything, so they wanted to go to Encore. I went to Encore. I didn't go jump bowling. I'm glad I didn't go because they weren't even posting about that shit, so it was lame. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody went. But for brunch, I went and had, I think it's called Weight and Measures, or we went somewhere else. I think it was called Toast. Their food was good. It was okay. But they was like, mind y'all, all the restaurants and all the 24-hour restaurants and even Waffle House was overly packed, so they stopped taking orders after a certain time. And then sometimes they weren't even, like, you couldn't even come in and sit down. You literally had to order your shit to go. So any of these restaurants that I was eating at, y'all, I had to order that shit and go. Like right now I'm eating IHOP because no. But yeah, so when we went to Encore, I got in. I was probably in line for like probably an hour or so. But like I said, I got in. At first, the dude wasn't going to let us in because we had skipped the line. But we weren't waiting in that line. Them lines, y'all, them lines are long as hell. And some of the clubs don't have like 2 security guards. They only have 1 security guard checking the people in. And they taking forever. Like some people and not buying tickets or nothing because they want to wait until they get to the door to buy the ticket. Because if you're buying a ticket and you don't even get in the club, I would be mad as fuck too. I'm not paying. When we went to Noto yesterday on Saturday, because today's Sunday, yeah, when we went to Noto on Saturday, they was saying that if you ain't got no ticket or if you don't have your ID or some shit, like, if you ain't got your ID, you ain't getting in, whoop-de-doo. That's what the lady said. But if you ain't got no ticket, they was literally charging you $100. And then in the all access pass, they're charging you $200 for that shit. So we was like confused because we like, so if you have a ticket and you in the line, you still gotta pay. And they was like, yes, like you still gotta pay. They charging people at the door still, and that's dumb as fuck. Like I heard people who had sections and they still charging them at the door. Mind you, the sections were mad expensive and they're charging you at the door. Like they was scamming people. And I'm not like over here like mad as fuck because y'all, I bought this in January. This whole band was $80. So to get in all these clubs, y'all, I didn't pay anything. I'm not paying for no section. I'm not paying for no bottle. I didn't pay for nothing. I had this, and I got this by itself was $80. People was paying more than that to get in these sections. So, and get in these clubs. I wasn't mad because I got in 2 clubs, had fun as fuck, went to the mall, bought some perfume, had a good time. I got drunk as fuck both nights, like drunk as hell. Me and my girls, like I was with a whole bunch of girls. Me and my girls, we took pictures. I got pictures. Y'all, these pictures are so fucking cute. I got pictures. I got videos. So I feel like I had a good time. I'm not really a party person, so this is like my first time doing this. But y'all, the pictures were so cute. The pictures were so cute. And that was $20 for like all of us. So yeah, if you're coming week 3, I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, if you're coming week 3 and you want to get in a club and you ain't got no tickets, you ain't got nothing, I advise you to get there early. I'm talking about afternoon, because these clubs don't open till 10 and 8 and shit like that. Y'all need to be at the club at 3 o'clock. I'm so for real. You need to be at the club at 3 o'clock because people were in the club before we even got there. Like, we were like, how the fuck they had capacity and they just opened 30 minutes ago? That was weird. So yeah, you need to be at the club at 3 o'clock to get in that motherfucker. Make sure you got your money. Make sure you got your ID. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to get in these clubs, if you come late and you see a line, don't even waste your time and get in the line. Don't even get in the line. The line doesn't move. The line is not gonna move because it's gonna be at capacity. They're too small. So I wouldn't advise you to waste your time. They shut down the rodeo yesterday because some kids had started a fight out and shit, so they shut that shit down. The gas station started to be the next club because, like I said, all the clubs were packed, so nobody knew where to go, so they went to the gas station. That's kind of okay. In Atlanta, they always doing them car meets and shit, so that's fun. But like I said, just pre-plan because I don't want to hear
I'm already hearing all this scamming shit, everybody mad and shit. Some people had a good ass time. I had a good time, okay? I'm not trying to be in every single club every night because I'm not a party person, y'all. I just, 2 clubs and drunk, I'm good. I'm too healthy for that. I don't even know how the fuck y'all doing that. Like, literally in the club at 5 o'clock in the morning and you getting back up to go back to the club? I can't do that. No, I had 2 rest days when my ass was here, and I was here for 4 days, y'all. 2 rest days. That's what I needed. But like I said, I had fun. And yeah, so prepare. If you on your way to Houston right now, prepare for the bullshit. Prepare for the bullshit. All I would say, I would advise y'all, if you don't get in the club and you don't have fun, go to the gas station, have fun. Go get some drinks, get some weed. Go to y'all B&Bs, have kickbacks, because they also having kickbacks. Mention pool parties, do ATV ridings, do something. But don't be mad at the damn clubs because they scamming. Yes, they scamming, but I mean, it's Houston. Like they like all these motherfuckers here. They charging that much because there's so many people. So if you gonna pay that much, everybody not gonna pay that much. If they charge you $20, of course the motherfuckers gonna pay that. So they charging $200. So the people that's gonna pay that gonna get in. But if you're not gonna pay that, don't even waste your time to get in that motherfucking line. Cause a lot of people coming down here getting broke, can't even get back home. But yeah, that's my little story time. Like I said, I had fun. I had a good experience. I wouldn't do this shit again though, if y'all want to know the truth, because I'm from Atlanta, so y'all already know how Atlanta get. I'm used to this in a way, but if I wanted to do this shit, I would go to Atlanta where it's more clubs, more space, not as packed as this. Like, you ain't gonna hear Atlanta Spring Break 2026. Like, we're not finna do that. We're already motherfucking packed. But yeah.
I stopped by the NRG Stadium on the way home to get some gas. All of a sudden, a booger whoop with some Daisy Dukes walk up on my car. And I ain't gonna lie, them little cheeks was cheeking. But in the face, she looked like finesse 2 times. So before she even said something, I was like, may I help you? Then she talking about, oh, I don't mean to bother you, but me and my friend stranded, and I was just trying to see if you can help us get home.
What?
So being the real nigga that I am, I was like, shit, y'all can help y'all out with like $5 to catch the bus.
Come on now, dog.
Then she talking about $5 for the bus. I was like, yeah. Then she talking about, well, that ain't gonna be enough, we ain't even from out here.
No.
So I was like, well, where the hell y'all from? She talking about West Memphis. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to help you get way to Memphis. What the hell y'all doing down here anyway? Then she was like, we just came for the rodeo. We ain't know everything was that expensive out here.
Bruh.
And I was like, yeah, shit do be hot down here. What the hell y'all trying to get? Then she was like, I don't know, $40 a piece might be enough. I said, the 40, huh?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Then I said, well, what y'all gonna do for that 40? And she talking about not a goddamn thing. And I said, well, get your custard feet ass on then.
Come on now, dog.
And she talking about, boy, fuck you. And I said, nah, fuck you, you big booty finesse 2 times looking ass bitch.
Come on, man.
Fuck is you talking about? I was trying to help y'all out. Bitch, I was gonna take one for the team just to help y'all out. And I know some of y'all might be thinking, well, how is you helping them if you was trying to get something for it?
Bruh.
Cause that shit wasn't worth paying for.
No.
And she talking about, so you really gonna act like that and we stuck way like her? Then I was like, you goddamn right, don't come down here to Houston with all that roach shit like bro, really?
Let me tell y'all something. If your name is not Bree, listen to me. In Houston, if you are not the Bree, you know who you are. If you are not her, keep on scrolling. Bree from Houston, the one that's booking all the sections. Girl, let me get $200. I know you got it. Am I still not all these things? You've been a busy girl. Yeah. Bree, give me 200, girl. I know you good for it. Bree, girl, you. Bree said, come book a section with her. Okay. Bree said, come book a section, and y'all fell for it. Oh, my God. No, for real, though. Bree, girl, get them people their money back. Get them people their money back. That ain't how we do it out here. Give them people their money back, Bree. You're a smart cookie, though, girl. You are a smart cookie.
Imagine having a nonstop flight back from Houston to Baltimore, and it gets canceled right as you enter the airport. You stand at TSA, get through the line. It took about 2 hours. No pre-check, no clear blue. You get to your gate. They changed the gate 4 times. Our flight was delayed 5 times. We were supposed to leave at 6 o'clock. It's 10:30. There's an ambulance that pulls up outside of the plane. You go use the bathroom. You come out of the bathroom. Now the flight is canceled. And not only is your flight canceled, all the flights going out to the DMV area is canceled. You have a migraine, your phone is dying, the whole airport is just in chaos. You're overstimulated, you're crying because you just want to get back home. Thankfully, you end up hopping on a standby flight. You get the last seat. It's like 12 a.m. at this point. Baby, calm down. You finally get back to DC around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You take 2 trains just to get back home to Baltimore. You reach the comfort of your bed at 8 o'clock in the morning. Not to mention you pulled your wig off in the airport because you were so overstimulated. Wherever y'all talking about going for spring break, I'm going the opposite direction. I learned my lesson.
I just got back from Houston. That shit absolutely fried me, dog. Oh my goodness gracious, we gotta get into it. So let's first start off on how the trip even fucking happened. So randomly, this probably was like, I want to say like a month and a half ago, I get a random ass FaceTime call from my best friend Darius while I'm playing the game. Yo, what's good, bro? He said, hey, bro, what you doing March 15th type shit around that type of week? I'm like, shit, not much, chilling for right. I got no plans. He's like, bro, Houston. I'm like, we're way too fucking old to be going to spring break, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. He's like, bro, we just want to go out there, have a good time. We can be around the grown folks. We gotta do no college shit. I'm just trying to go out with my guys. I'm like, shit, all right, cool, bet, whatever. He go and click up the phone. I want to say I get a call from him maybe like 10 minutes later. Nah, it's actually a text saying, hey, bro, I just linked with this one bottle girl out there. I was wondering if you were going to try to go ahead and get in on the section with me. I go and I see the price for section game. Why the fuck is it $2,300 for a fucking section at this club called Sakai? I'm just thinking all this in my head. I'm like, $2,300. I'm like, all right, bro. It's split between like 5 of us, so you go ahead and do the math from there. So I'm like, all right, back over that 70 bread. We go up and get to Houston. I want to say this past coming Friday, right? Soon as we get off the airport at that bitch, shit is pandemonium. I'm thinking it was gonna be like an extra, maybe like 200,000-300,000 people in Houston. It was like damn near 2 million people outside, gang, of all ages. I'm talking about it didn't matter if you was in college, it didn't matter if you was damn near almost 45. You were outside, gang. So boom, we go and pull up to the Airbnb, nice little Airbnb, probably got like 4 or 5 rooms or whatever. Boom. You feel me? I go and I get the top one, the nicest room, cause I'm trying to go ahead and have a good time out this bitch. You feel me? It's endless joints outside. I'm talking all the thick IG models from every single state known to man. They're all in Houston right now, gang. Everybody. So, boom. We go there. We decide to go ahead and hit the rodeo or whatever, gang. I'm thinking this is a place where we could just be like, that's the starter pack. You feel me? Like, we just gonna go out there, get a little bit lit, ride some rides, just kid-friendly, not gonna see nothing too crazy, gang. Tell me why I saw at least like 3 fucking fights at the rodeo. One was literally like between like a guy and a girl. I'm talking about it was looking crazy, gang. So boom. Not only does that happen, but there's like this big like mass mob and shit. It got so bad they canceled the rodeo. Where does that happen at, gang? I've never heard of that shit, but that's not even the craziest thing about that happened at all, bro. So boom. Not only are we seeing this, so let me talk about Sakai like I was telling y'all earlier. So we go and we pull up to Sakai, whatever, right? I go up, get showered up, you feel me, put on a nice all black leather fit on. I'm looking like Denzel Washington in fucking Training Day, gang. It's looking spooky. So we go ahead, hop in the Uber, go ahead and park on the side street. Well, they go and let us out, gang. It's like a sea of people everywhere. You would have thought it was a DMX like concert or some shit. Full of everybody from everywhere. I'm talking about not only just that, even the gas station that we rode by on the way to the club. That shit was like parking lot pimping times 1,000. I've never seen that many people outside, gang. So we go up, we finally get to Sakai, right? Mind you, we didn't check the weather app that day. So we didn't know that it was going to start like pouring down like a fucking monsoon. I'm talking about like on some tsunami type shit, right? We go up eventually, we walk up, we get to the front. Gang, tell me why they're like, oh yeah, the what's it called? The listing you had was fake. I'm over here, I'm like, she work here, my boy. What are you talking about? My boy Darius over here trying to handle it, whatever. I'm over here thinking in my head like, ain't no way we just put down this type of bread and we don't even get to go in this bitch, gang. There's no way. So I'm low-key already blown. I'm like, bro, I don't even really. I'm gonna go ahead and let Darius go ahead and do his thing. Me and a couple of his other homies, we just go ahead and start parlaying with some females, right? So we over again some IG's gang. Every single girl out there had like at least 5,000 to 10,000 followers or above on the gram. Crazy as shit. Fine shit though. Everybody was dragging a wagon. BBLs, naturals, and all. You just heavenly, right? So boom. Eventually, Darius comes back and walks over to us, and basically, we didn't get our fucking money back. So I'm already pissed. It is what it is. I'm not gonna let this shit get me down, but let me tell you, that shit was not even the worst thing that happened out there. So boom. We go out or whatever, and tell us why. We end up at this one club called, I think it was like called Playground or some shit, right? Couldn't even really get in there like that. So we damn near was parking lot pimping at every single stop we went to. Except for that one spot called Dome. We went to Dome for a little bit. That was a cool little joint, but even that shit got popping. But so we walking out of Playground, like I said, right? Tell us why we see this one car, right? Kid you not, like I'm so serious. We over here, we started looking closer and closer at the car. They getting cracking in that car. I'm talking about 2 people in the front seat, 2 people in the back seat, going crazy. Lights on, windows down, fishbowl. Crazy. I'm like, ain't no way there's no way they're doing all this in Houston, bro. I was completely not prepared for it, gang. But that's even more crazier shit. So as we're walking back or whatever, we walked past that. That shit was crazy alone. Gang, tell me why cars was getting hit like damn near like Jack in the Box in that motherfucker. I've never seen that much window glass on the ground. I'm seeing endless cars get hit. Endless cars. I'm like, damn, I'm so glad we did not get a fucking rental because that shit would have been crazy and the insurance would have gotten spanked. So in the span of a couple days, not only did the rodeo shut down, scammed out of a section a couple times. People getting crazy in the car. What the hell is going on in Houston, gang? I just want to go ahead and say all of this, though. Like, it still was a vibe, don't get me wrong, but that shit was crazy, gang. And will I ever go back to Houston? Yes. Will I ever go around a time like this? Fuck no, gang. Absolutely not. Because I wasn't even trying to party on no college shit. We weren't out there for that. We was trying to do the grown people shit. Gang, what the hell's going on? I don't know, but with that being said, I may go back to Houston over the summertime. I don't know. Y'all go ahead, be safe though.
Story time on how I caught my fiance spring breaking with a girl in Houston, and he's not even in college. For a little bit of backstory, we've been together a few years, and he doesn't currently work, but the nature of work he does requires him to travel a lot. So yeah. He told me that he was meeting a potential business opportunity in Houston this week, and I was immediately suspicious because I'm a college student. I know that Houston was the spring break spot this year, and I know that there were going to be a lot of girls there, and I also know him. So I conjured up a plan, because last week was my spring break as well, to go pull up on him in this business meeting. Because not that long ago, after we were already engaged, I caught him on Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble through this third-party website that I used in order to figure out if he was cheating on me or not, and he came up on all 3. So he flies out there on a Monday, and I fly out there Monday night. So he flies early, I fly in the afternoon, and I have his location. He told me that it was in a conference room in a hotel, but the hotel did not even have a goddamn conference room. I pull up to the hotel, and we have shared finances, so because I was able to pull up the receipt of the hotel transaction, I was able to get a key to the room. I bust in, no knocking. He's dead asleep in the bed with a girl, basically butt booty naked. She wakes up, she's like, oh my gosh, who are you? I'm like, girl, oh my gosh, who are you? Who are you? I had to tell her, hey, I'm his fiance. We have a family at home. We have a life together. She told me they met on Hinge last week. She told him that she was going to Houston for spring break, and if he wanted to pull up, he could. So he booked them both a hotel. I bet you he don't even know this girl's name. I didn't record because I was on the phone with my mom. The girl was really sweet about it. She gave me her number. But part 2, I'm going to tell y'all everything I bought on his credit card after I call him.
Okay, boom. It's over, so I can talk about it now. Let's talk about how I got scammed in Houston over spring break. So, I've been here in Houston, inside, in the Houston lit. Let's go out there and check out everything. So I'm like, okay, let me see what, I can find. I found this spot called a Pillow Lounge. It was lit. I was like, the pictures looked real nice. The vibe was going, everything. So I said, let's do this. So I called, booked the spot or whatever, 1,800. Okay, so what I paid for, it's spring break. I'm a little older, but I still want to kick it when I want to kick it. So, I call my girls. We like, yeah, bet, we got it. So we get to the spot, roll up in the car. We deep or whatever. We in Q7, so we chilling. I pull up in the spot. There's a few cars out there, whatever. I'm like, okay, this a vibe. We finna have a good time. I pull up right in front. Got a good spot right up front. Then I jump out. Dude roll up. I'm like, what you want? Because I've been hearing stories about how they be robbing people in Houston and stuff. He said, oh yeah, valet parking right here is $5.97. $5.97? I said, $5.97? He's like, no, $5.97. I'm like, this is so freaking random. Like, who comes up with a number like that? So I was like, all right, bet. Here's 600. Keep the change. So then I roll, get in the club. We looking around. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Okay, it's cool. The pillows ain't fluff like they was on the little advertisement or whatever. But shit, we here. I done paid $1,800 for the spot, $600 to park. We gonna chill. I get inside. We looking around, music, vibing or whatever. I said, okay, bed. All right, this is a little vibe, whatever. So I'm like, where my bottles? So I said, excuse me, can I get my bottle? We got this section, we bought some bottles. So I'm sitting there waiting for my bottles to come out or whatever. I look over. It's 2 motherfucking little kids bringing me my motherfucking bottles. Like, the fuck? What kind of bullshit y'all got going on in this motherfucker? So the little girl walk up first, and she like, yeah, we got this new Sade. I say, what? She hand me the bottle. They got 2 motherfucking pom-poms on it. Bitch, what the fuck is this? Then I look at the little boy. I'm like, man, y'all playing. Somebody playing me. It got motherfucking basketballs and shit on it. Nigga talking about this, that new LeBron James. No, wait a minute. First of all, where's the manager? I need to speak to somebody in charge, because this gotta be a fucking joke. The little Sade or whatever the fuck she was talking about had with the pom-poms on the bottle was $500. The fucking LeBron James bottle was $200. I'm like, no, I need to speak to somebody in charge. Bring me the manager right fucking now. I pay $1,800 for this motherfucking section, $600 a part. Somebody come. No, I need to talk to somebody. So, dude walks over, whatever. I'm like, is this what the fuck are y'all? What are y'all doing? Y'all playing with my intelligence right now. I was like, what are you doing? And what's your name? So when I make my complaint online, I can make sure I can say your motherfucking name. He's like, my name Reliant. I said, man, stop playing with me, bro, because I'm about to spaz out in this motherfucker. What the fuck are y'all doing? Oh, okay, I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry. I know you paid for this or whatever, but, if you just give me another $276, I'm going to make sure your spot stay lit the whole time. I'm like, bro, are you fucking... You know what? My friend's like, quick, chill out, just go on. Let's just have a good time. We here to have a good time. Don't worry about it. Stop tripping. Boom, paid that. Then another dude, I get the fucking bottles. Bitch, get my goddamn bottles, motherfucker. Shit. By now, I'm pissed. I'm trying to have a good time. It's spring break. I already know this is some bullshit, but I'm trying my best to have a good time for spring break. All right, bet. So then I look up. This other dude walk up. I said, what the? He's like, hey, you have any special requests? I heard you was upset or whatever. I just want to make sure, I'm the DJ here. And I was like, well, who are you? He was like, I'm DJ T-Mobile. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, if you give me another 147, I can play whatever music you want to hear for the rest of the night. I said, motherfucker, you ain't no goddamn DJ Khaled. The fuck I look like giving you 140? You know what? You good. You right. Move on. I don't even want. I'm done. So I'm like, at this point, y'all get y'all shit. We finna go. This is some bullshit. We been scammed. I'm fucking heated, bro. Heated at this point. So I get my stuff, get ready to walk out. Just as I turn around, it's some old box body built motherfuckers walking up on me. Motherfucking Crip walking up on me and shit. Motherfucker, I'm trying Capital, Credit, Best Buy. But I'm like, oh, hell no. This some bullshit. I ain't never in my motherfucking life going into Houston again, especially for fucking spring break. I got fucking scammed.
Baby girl, I'm him. I'm not he, she, there, them. Keep that on. Why the fuck we down here in Houston at the DoubleTree and shit? Me and my friends' rooms right next to each other. I come in their motherfucking room to see if they dress, see if they ready. It's a motherfucking man in their room. Startled the fuck out of me. Like, what if I wouldn't have came over here? I was literally about to lay down. Like, I'm thinking, you still getting dressed and stuff. My heart is fucking racing. Like, yeah, let's go downstairs. I don't like that. And y'all know I don't be bitching about nothing. I don't be saying nothing. But I don't like that. Like, what the fuck was you in their room for? And then what did, like, he had to peek in the room because the door was closed when I came in here. He like, they in there sleep. Huh? Our door? Yeah, that door was closed. Did y'all fall asleep with it open?
Oh, our door was open. We could sleep.
He closed that door. That door was closed. He pulled that door closed. That door was closed. What?
You got to work here somehow for you.
For him to get the fuck little, yeah. He either work here or
shit that they be having going on. Like
he either work here or he on this floor.
It's that sex trafficking shit.
This was like at like it was like 11:45, 11:40. He went toward the elevators, and you know how to, yeah, he had on like a dashiki, not a dashiki like with print, but like an African like a long shirt. Yeah, like a long button down type shirt type. And he was dark skinned, about this tall. So it just happened. Like they had to gather their stuff to get him. I'm like, do you know them? What you doing in our? Because we came here together, and they was in there. He like, yeah, they sleep, and just walked out of the room real fast.
Like, let me go check on them because we about to get ready to leave. And she was like, let me go check on them and see if they ready to go. And when she walked in,
she was like looking in their purse type stuff. Like
her ID was sitting out there.
The door was not open, right? Their door is messed up to where it doesn't close all the way.
We have to literally
you have to pull it for it to close all the way. So she said that she had just got up and went in the hallway. So I'm thinking she didn't push it all the way closed, and he saw that it was open and went in their room. And they was asleep. He closed the door and started to go through their stuff. This shit is so crazy, y'all. Little shit been happening. We be like, they trying to sex traffic us. Like having a key. But that shit really gave. Huh? It was like a dark blue. It was like a solid dark blue, long button down type shirt that like came all the way down here. Yeah. And he had like a cross bag on, like a little like man purse. Yeah, he had on one of those. And he was like, I don't know, he was like a little bit taller than me, dark skin, haircut, like cleaned up real nice. So like what, 5'10"? Not even, because I didn't have to look up to him. Yeah, he was dark skinned. He was in their room. I'm so shaken up. I'm so scared. Because, like, what if I wouldn't have went in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so shaken up. I'm so scared. Like, I'm trying not to cry.
I don't feel safe.
I thought you would like that.
Which room was it?
He was in their room.
2012.
But let me show you. Go in there, sis. I'm about to show him how the door.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask you about.
Is this their door? But like, let it close. Wait. See?
Ah.
See? Yeah. So she said that she had just came out here. So I'm thinking she probably came out here to see if we was out here, went to lay back down, didn't make sure the door was all the way closed type shit. And he probably around here checking doors and stuff. I'm about to pack up my stuff. Let me get in that room one more time. I'm sorry. I'll just get my stuff together. You know what floor we going to? You know?
I'm on the 22nd floor.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Y'all, this shit is fucking crazy. I feel like I'm in a fucking movie. Like,
the $80 wristband move was genuinely smart. Like, she bought that thing in January, way before the chaos. And while people around her were dropping $200 at the door or paying for sections and still getting charged extra, she just walked in. Planning ahead isn't boring, it's just not being a victim. And speaking of victims, the scamming thing is real, but also kind of expected. When you get tens of thousands of people flooding one city for 1 week, prices go crazy because they can. That's just how it works. Being mad about it doesn't change the math. She wasn't mad because she had already outmaneuvered it. 3 o'clock advice, though. That's the one people are going to ignore and regret. Nobody wants to stand outside a club for 7 hours. But the alternative is standing in a line that doesn't move at midnight and going home with nothing. Sometimes the unsexy option is just the right one. I also liked how honest she was about not being a party person and still having a great time. 2 clubs, some drinks, cute pictures, good food when she could find it. That was enough. There's something in that about knowing yourself and not chasing someone else's version of a good time. And the backup plan mentality, gas stations, kickbacks, ATV rides, mansion parties, that's actually the move. People who locked in on, I must get in this club, ended up broke and miserable. She stayed flexible. The whole thing was just a case study in going somewhere with realistic expectations, a plan, and the self-awareness to enjoy what you actually got. Now, the guy with the wife beater on explaining his story. Yeah, bro, do your research before you pull up somewhere. Like, you cannot just show up to a city during one of the biggest events of the year and act surprised that it's chaotic. 2 million people outside and they're checking the weather app after they're already soaking wet in front of a club? Come on, man. A little due diligence goes a long way. Second thing that hit me was about that section situation. The moment money leaves your hand and you have 0 receipts, 0 paper trail, nothing in writing, that's not a deal. That's a donation. Doesn't matter how cool the bottle girl seemed or how solid the connect felt. If you can't verify it, you're basically just trusting vibes with $2,300 on the line. That's a painful lesson, but an important one. What kind of trip you actually want versus the trip you're booking yourself into? Like he said himself, they weren't even trying to do the college spring break thing. They wanted grown people energy. But they went to the most chaotic week in Houston and acted surprised it was giving chaotic college energy. You can't want peace and then put yourself in the middle of the storm and get mad at the rain. Sometimes the chaos is the memory. Like he's going to be telling that car story and the rodeo shutdown story for years. That's honestly the tax you pay for being outside. You signed up for an experience and you got one. Now this story with this woman that got scammed, I mean, why? A lot of people in Houston got scammed. Are they really scamming like that down there for real? There's a lot to unpack here beyond just Houston scammed her. How each charge built on the last one. Like it wasn't one big scam, it was death by 1,000 cuts. The $1,800 section. Then the valet guy pulls up with this weirdly specific $597 number. And honestly, that specificity is what got her. It felt too random to be made up, so she just paid it. That's a psychological trick. Scammers use odd numbers because round numbers feel like a price, but weird numbers feel like a policy. The bottle situation. Sending kids out there was wild because it completely disarmed her anger. You can't fully go off on a child. That was intentional. And the manager thing? My name, Reliant, followed immediately by asking for more money, is textbook. He didn't come to fix anything. He came to collect. The apology was just a setup for another charge. And you let her friend kept saying, chill, we here, let's just have fun. And I get it, I really do. But that mentality is exactly what these spots count on. The sunk cost of already being there kept unlocking more money. The DJ T-Mobile moment was almost comedy at that point, like they were just testing how far they could go. And not going lie, Granny, you're too old for spring break. I mean, where the family and the grandkids at? A lot of times the hotel people be in on it. She literally almost just went to lay down. She almost didn't go check on her friends. And that one small decision, just walking over to see if they were ready, potentially changed everything. That's wild to think about. How many times do we skip checking in because we assume everything is fine? The hotel doors are not as secure as we think. The fact that he was likely just going down the hall trying doors until one didn't fully latch, that's terrifying, and it's so simple. A door that didn't click all the way shut. That's it. That's all it took for a stranger to be inside. Always pay attention when something feels off. She didn't talk herself out of what she saw. She didn't go, oh, he probably works here, and move on. She stayed on it. She kept asking questions. She showed everybody the door. She documented it. A lot of people would have second-guessed themselves, and that would have been a mistake. The way she handled it in the moment, shaken, almost in tears, but still thinking clearly enough to check the door mechanism, describe the guy in detail, get everyone together and say, we're moving floors. That's real presence of mind under pressure. She was scared and smart at the same time. Giving y'all the room with no cameras on that specific floor feels too convenient and suspicious. This reminds me of the time this worker broke into my hotel room because he thought I was there by myself. He didn't knock or anything. He just walked in and was shocked to see my dude. It's a damn shame that you can't even go on a trip and enjoy yourself and feel safe. Wow. People must realize that from the time you get out your vehicle till the time you check in, you're prey to these traffickers and thieves. Remember that the criminals sometimes are working with the workers. Never let your guard down. You may have saved your friends' lives. Thank God she was there. Because not everyone stays aware on vacation. They letting their hair down enjoying themselves. They may even do something they normally wouldn't do. Too many times have I stopped something from happening to people.